Hi, this is Manesh Patel at IMTF Trade. Today, I want to talk about one thing. Have you ever entered a trade and then all of a sudden it stops or reverses? Well, I want to show you why and how you could recognize that very easily. Okay, we're going to use our CIMTF tools to do that. And what you're basically looking to do is once you enter a trade, you're looking at various different time frames to see if these CIMTF brackets move to stop you. Okay, so let's go to some live charts and explain that better from there. So I'm sure you guys have heard me talking about TNTs. Our TNT is our AI forecasting tool that we use to enter a trade. And the reason why is when a TNT is printed, it tells you something's going to happen on the next bar with high probability. So we're looking to enter a trade. So what I want to do is I want to show you these TNT entries. And I want to show you exactly how you could determine to get in at the best price or to know that when you enter a trade, it could possibly reverse on you for it to turn into a losing trade. So I want to show you some live trades here that myself and my students have taken and go from each one and explain it. So let's go for this live example here. You have AFL. So AFL, this is a weekly time frame here. And you have the green background, so it tells you you're looking to go bullish. Okay, so price opened up here and then broke the TNT low. So at that point, I'm thinking, okay, I know something's going to happen, and as soon as it breaks the black bar high or low, it has a high probability to go that way. This is the green shade, so everything was telling me it's going bullish. Then all of a sudden it broke the low. So now the question is, will it go low or will it reverse and go higher? Because if it's going to reverse and go higher, I now could sit there and enter with a pullback trade to enter at the lowest point here and target it breaking the TNT high and going higher. So I could maximize my reward by doing that. So what I'm looking for are these CIMTF brackets. CIMTF are just 4 lines, okay? If you're above all 4 lines, you're starting a bullish trend. If you're below all 4 lines, you're starting a bearish trend. And what I'm looking for is the brackets to move. Not them being standstill, but them to move. So this was going down, 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 down. Then all of a sudden, on a 30-minute, which is a day trading time frame, the bracket moved right there. So as soon as that bar was done, that's that low right there. So now the question is, will it start going down more to start a bearish trend, or will it get above all 4 brackets here to start a bullish trend to go up? And you could see from this chart here, right about here, it went up here, came down, then up. But the moment it moved, the brackets moved, it got above here, there was high probability that this point right there, right, which is right there, that's going to be the lowest point. So you could set up a trade to start going bullish anytime above these brackets here, or you could wait till it breaks the weekly high and enter that trade. So here in this scenario, we were looking to go bullish, and what happened was we wanted to see where the drawdown would stop. Where will it stop and reverse to see if we could enter at that point compared to waiting at the weekly high. Okay, so in this situation, we're looking for the CIMTF brackets to move to determine exactly where the drawdown is going to be. Here's another example here. This is Euro Australian on a weekly time frame. Okay, and what happened here was this opened here, broke the weekly low. We entered at this blue dot right there. It's going down, 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 down. Now, this is going down. All of a sudden, on the 1 hour, brackets moved. I'm in a trade, and the brackets moved. Now, this is the problem. If it gets below those brackets, it's not a problem because that means it's going to keep on going down and I'm going to make money. But if it gets above these brackets here, especially this top bracket right there, now I got a chance of losing. And that's what happens here. So what you could do is when the brackets move, you could exit out for whatever profit you have. That means I would have exited out close to right there. Okay, so I will be a little profitable in that trade. And then what you do is you wait to see if it's going to break that bracket or not. If it breaks that bracket, you could go back in. If it doesn't break that bracket, you do nothing, but you saved yourself from a losing trade. So in this scenario, the IMTF brackets protected my entry and told me it could reverse on me after I entered the trade. Here's E-mini S&P 500 futures on a 4-hour time frame. There's a TNT, high probability something's going to happen. In this situation here, it came below the TNT low, came straight to the 10-minute bracket right there and held right there. So this was telling me that this now could be the drawdown right there to stop this to possibly go up. So definitely wouldn't think about going bearish at all, but I could look to possibly going bullish here and try to play this from that point right here all the way above the 4-hour high. Here is another trade here. This is pound CAD on the weekly time frame. TNT here, it broke the high. It broke the high, went all the way up here. When it went all the way up here, all of a sudden on a 10-minute time frame, the brackets moved and stopped it, and then at that point broke below the bracket, which now is retracing here. So when the brackets moved on a 10-minute, I took profits, waited for it to break out, which it didn't, and at that point it reversed, so I got out at max level right there, okay? And you could always go back in once it breaks it. Here is NQ, the NASDAQ futures on a 1-hour time frame. And you could see here what's going on here. So this is the 1-hour time frame the brackets move, but this is the weekly time frame. So you see this big red bar here, okay? So now everyone's thinking is bearish. So now the next bar comes, and a lot of mindset is now being bearish. So it then opens, breaks the low. So now you got everyone thinking this is about to go down another leg. And then boom, the 1-hour brackets moved, stopped it dead in its tracks, and then look what happened. It reversed off there, it got above the brackets, and then went back up. And it went all the way up here. So this told you that this did not want to go bearish at all. So you're looking for the brackets to move. That's all you're doing. Here's Nifty here. So Nifty this year, they had elections, okay? And there was a lot of volatility there. In fact, when the elections results were coming out, it gapped up. When it gapped up, the daily time frame, IMTF brackets moved up. As soon as it moved up, you could sit there, take your profits if you were in the Nifty. So you got out close here at the top, and then notice one thing. It broke below and then came back up. But you maximize your profits and avoided this whole drawdown or this stop here of you losing anything that if you're profitable and taking the Nifty up. So now this is the daily time frame. So then it started to come down. When it started coming down, the question is, how far will it go? Easy. Look for a moving bracket. It happened on the 30-minute. Brackets moved, boom, stopped right there. That stopped it, and then look what happened. Reverse. The moment it came above here, now it's got a high probability it's going to retrace this whole thing, if not half, but all of it, it could. This is the volatility that you saw right after the election results. And remember, US elections are about to come up, so you could use it and do the same thing too. Here's CAD Switzy, okay? This is on the weekly time frame here. This pulled up, went to right there, the red dot, which is a drawdown we look for, then broke the low, so we entered this trade here. We entered that trade, then all of a sudden the brackets moved. And notice one thing, it came down here, held this level right there, and then reversed. So it helped us maximize profits here and get out before it started reversing on us, so we got to the maximum reward, okay? Here is another one. This is DVA stock here. And what happened on this one here is it opened here, broke the weekly low, and it looked like it was going to go lower. But instead, it did. It got stopped by the 30-minute bracket here and then started to reverse. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the social media post. but you could see how we're using the moving CIMTF brackets to figure out where the drawdown is going to be, or when we're in a trade where it could stop and reverse on us, especially on your entry bar, to make sure you don't go round trip and lose. Thank you. Have a good day.